Hello and welcome to the channel. This is your host D.dae bringing you Enigmatica 2 Expert Mode. If you're enjoying the series, please hit the like button, subscribe, and most importantly, leave a comment. Thank you so much and enjoy the show. Alright, so we're at the space station, and the next thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to get this ready, which is the advanced Carpenter. And I made everything off camera because I'm trying something new. I want to save time in my episodes, so originally I was doing 1-hour episodes, and now I'm trying to do 30-minute episodes so that people will give my channel a chance. But the problem I was finding was making the items and putting them into play. I can sometimes just barely make it in 30 minutes. And if I come into any problem where I do one mistake or something pops up that I wasn't foreseeing, I go over the 30-minute mark, and that defeats the purpose. And so I'm trying it now to have everything created and just go into placing the item. So yeah, we're gonna go into our section of the spaceship that does not have air, so I'll put my suit on and we'll go out here. Airlock closes it, so we're down here. So this last episode, what we did was we made alumite, which it has another stack in there. Perfect. Alumite, I don't need to make a crazy amount of it, so I like that it just stays there for right now. And primal mana. And then, like I said, I cleaned it up with arcane stone. I'm not 100% sure if I like it like this, but it looks nicer. Like, these will be my setups for alloying, because I know I'm going to alloy more things in the future, just not right now. And then I also put down an immersive engineering metal press with the plate press, because one thing that agitated me was the large plates. These guys, especially the Electrum large plate, they can only be cast or pressed. So I had to make one of these guys for large plates. It's part of the auto-crafting for the Signalium cell frames, so I'm working my way up to auto-crafting those guys. I was lazy and I just made like 15 at one go with y'all, and I haven't gone back to making more of them, but I'm setting up auto-crafting. Over here, I've expanded this little pillar that I'm going to desecrate. I'm going to decorate. Still getting all of the filters and everything done right, and when everything is finalized and it's working perfectly, then I'll make it look really nice and pretty. Make it look like an altar. There's the advanced fabricator, which I have issues with from time to time. It tells me it's not getting enough power, even though it has a flux point with no limit. And there is no, like, normal energy input, there's no larger one available. So it's kind of frustrating. I don't know why that is happening. I went and I turned down the Vordor Miner Tier 6. I turned it down to about 500,000, from 1 million down to 500,000. So it's not a problem that all 2.2 million are being used at any given time. So I don't know. If any of y'all on watching this video know and can help me out, please leave a comment. I love comments. I'll respond to every comment on YouTube, and every person that watches me on Twitch, I'll comment and I'll interact, like with our resident Coot. Coot, you're gonna be part of the stream with all the times that you're with me here. So let's jump into the advanced Carpenter. If you hold down Shift, it pauses the image and it gives you a list of everything that's required. So I already did that. I got rid of that. And then I believe if I don't like doing the sneak click because it gets wonky. I click buttons until it works, right? I'll do that. So it's the bottom right hand button, and it puts this this is the bottom level. So we're gonna do that. It's all machine casings. Oh, by the way, did I make all 40 machine casings? Bad me. I made everything but the machine casings. Modular. I got 17. I need 39 27, 37, 39. Oh. Pulsating iron nuggets. Comes from pulsating. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I can reverse that. Okay, good. Chi. Let's do... I don't remember what it said, but that should be enough. 253 should be enough. So modular again. And I set these all on autocraft. One good thing, which is really cool, modularum alloy can be replicated. So if you break one in the scanner, you can replicate it with UU matter. I originally wanted to do that. Sounds awesome, right? It is 3 buckets of UU matter per alloy. No, I'll rather craft it. Thank you. 20, that's 37, 39. Where are they? Yeah, 17, 27. How are you working? Okay, the Empowerer. Oh, you're making them over here. We can watch this bad boy work. I replaced the Empowerer setup. I'm running all of my empowered items through the combiner. 39. Hopefully that's what it needed. Shift. 39. Okay, so let's try this again. Bottom button. 3 by 3 by 3, and yeah, so it's 5 by 5, but I'm counting 3s. So yeah, let's do this. And then let's see. I want it kind of to line up with this guy. So yeah, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then fill in the bottom. Thank you, Creative Flight. There, that'll be the base. And I think that lines up with the front, which is more important, and I got 2 in between. Awesome, so we'll do it like that. What's the next step? 0 is going to be machine controller, glass, 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 gearbox, item output. Glass, 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 machine controller, and gearbox. And even though it says modular machinery, they have to be exactly where they tell you to put it. Like, you can't choose where you want this stuff to go. There. And then what was the back end? And it is the, okay, glass, glass. Multi-tank, that's a blank space, which is weird. So the multi-tank in the middle, glass, glass, we're going to have fluid, energy, item. Item. And fluid. And energy. I wish there was a different energy input. I'd love to put more energy into this machine than is required. Glass, 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 and it was multi-tank, which this thing has me interested. Multi-tank, this is a tank that has capacity for 4 types of liquids. This block is meant for the processor and cannot otherwise be used directly. So if this multi-tank is in the machine and it can hold 4 types of liquids, I really wish I could pump all 4 of the liquids into it at the same time for my crafting. But I think the fluid input hatch can only hold 1, so it's like, please. And then gelid cryothium, except for the one where the gearbox is. So we'll hit the glass up. And then let's see, can I drop it like this? Whoa. Ow. And it freezes everything with snow. That's kind of cool. Shift. And I'll hit the glass up. Burn. And shift. Alright. And glass. And shift. And hit up the glass. And that should be that row. It's creating snow because it's super cooled. So it's one of those, like, you can heat up items by cooling it. It's pretty neat. I'm not even going to pretend I understand how that works. Alright, next level is, okay, so it's machine casings all the way around, machine vents, the processor surrounded by crafting coprocessors. Machine vent, and I think I can just put it on top of the snow, like it'll make the snow go away. Yes. And we're going to put the processor in the middle, and then the crafting coprocessors can go around it and also get covered in snow. Like so. And machine casings. There, 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 and there, and there, and there, and here. Alright, now let's see what the last level needs us to do. It looks like it's just going to be a 3x3 with a machine vent in the middle. Cool. Come on, Creative Light. There you go. Alright, so this, yes, those are crafting coprocessors that are covered in snow. I don't have to worry about accidentally destroying an item by throwing it into the gelid cryotheum. We'll do this and machine vent. And the final step, oh, that looks legit. I love using glass because you can also, if you wanted to, you can make more machine casings instead of glass. But I really like looking into the machine, seeing the whatever that fluid was, mutagen? I think mutagen. It's been a while. Mutagen, and seeing the gelid cryotheum. And the last step is putting this guy here. And one thing that's silly is, of course, I need to plug in power. That's one thing that I have forgotten in the past. But luckily, I have my Twitch stream to tell me that I'm being really newbie. Normal energy. And power. So this fluid is going to take the, let's see. Let's put this down here just for right now. Liquid DNA 1300. Yes. So that's why I was waiting last episode. I really wanted to steal a bucket, you know. And then this, I'll just do this manually once with y'all so y'all see it works. I'll put the one bucket in here. So now it has liquid DNA inside the machine. And let's see one thing. Ludicrite. Luda. 500 millibuckets. So with that one bucket, I can make 2 of these. So let's grab blaze mesh, which is easy. I put the blaze rods in a compacting drawer. It gives me access to the blaze mesh. 2 blaze mesh. I'll get rid of these buckets. I'll move this here to make it nice and neat. I know we made enderium. Yes, enderium. I believe we need 4 of. Yeah, because that's the only one that needs 2. Enderium we are making with the alloy smelter, I believe. Yeah, we have a pattern for the alloy smelter, which uses sand and enderium base to make enderium ingots. And then the enderium base is also a recipe in the alloy smelter of 3 lead, 1 platinum, and 4 ender pearls. So that's how we get our enderium now. We also have the elementium, which we have been getting from the mob farm by the mob farm, and the arc furnace has been breaking down the armor that we've been getting from mobs into elementium. And in a later episode, I have this really cool idea that I'm gonna do of opening up the elven portal, because you throw, I believe, mana steel into the elven portal and the elves give you back elementium. I have a really good idea. If the elven portal was really close to my ME system, then I could just do an ME access. I can use an ME interface and put it next to the portal with a precision dropper and just drop it in like that. But my magic platform is very far away from outer space. So I have this really great idea. I'm hoping it's going to work. I'm going to use the two-way mirrors from Thaumcraft, and I'm going to try to do a precision dropper above it. So it's going to drop it into the floor, which is the mirror is going to be on the floor, and then the other end of the mirror is going to be on a block that's right in front of the elven portal, way over in our magic section, and then a ranged collector that's going to put it back into an ender chest for us. But that's a teaser for a future episode. I have a billion ideas in my head, and it's really hard for me to do all of them at once. Ender amethyst. So this is one thing that I thought was kind of cool. The ender amethyst ore, the way I got these is I went into the end with my digital miner. I found one of those towers. I placed my, the towers that have the shulkers and stuff in it. Found one of those towers, put the digital miner at the base of that tower, and then searched for ender ore and mined it, and I got this. So this has been and then I used my fortune pick on the ender amethyst because it gives me a lot when I break them. I can use a laser from, I believe, Industrial Foregoing to get the ender amethysts if I run out, but I don't need them right now. And then plutonium we've been making because of the fusion reactor and the fission reactor that I showed in a previous episode of the extreme reactor making cyanide, and then making the mox fuel, and then burning the mox fuel in the fission reactor to process into depleted mox fuel, which goes into a fuel reprocessor from nuclearcraft, which turns into the tiny piles of plutonium, which I have moved over to the space station wearing my hazmat suit. So let's see, plutonium. I should have plutonium already. Yeah, I have plutonium ready. We need 2 of those. And then what was the last one? We needed the alumite, which we made last episode. So alumite, we need 2 of them. And then, as long as nothing goes haywire, let's put these in manually. We have the 1 bucket. Item input. Let's put you in here. Boom, boom. Item output. Oh, it's on the side. Item output. Oh, look at that! Boys, we got ludicrite. Ludicrite. So we can mark ludicrite off the list. And, I'm going to work with packaged auto for the big patterns later on. Wyvern core, ME fluid assembler, I'm looking at that to try to pipe in all of the fluids into the ME fluid assembler, and then the ME fluid assembler is going to attach to the fluid input hatch here to take it, because the Carpenter has multiple recipes with multiple fluids, which is kind of frustrating, but I'm gonna make it work. I don't want to do this manually, bucket each one of these manually. Ludicrite, I'm so happy. Ender tank with primal mana in it. So we got the ludicrite done, we got the propolis done, we got the alumite done, we got the advanced Carpenter done. I'm really happy about that. The ludicrite, one of them of course is required in the ultimate crafting, so let's head over to, I have an ender power, even though it's really close, I have a teleport ender book location for it. Okay, cool. So we're on our way to making the ultimate crafting table. The ludicrite goes into the bottom corner right here. And then I went ahead and I made, I believe, yeah, I made more advanced crafting tables, and I made the elite crafting tables because I made those in a previous episode, so I didn't think I had to make these on camera as well. It took me a while. I had to remove everything from this to make more crystalline ingots, and then I went ahead and I made the elite crafting tables as well. So this is filled in. We need the middle item, which now I should be able to make that as well. The extreme crafting table is a combination craft, double compressed crafting table. We need one of these. And then we also need put the ludicrite. Let's give you a spot. There we go. And we need the, let's go. We need 2 crystalline catalysts, which I might have already made. Crystalline. I have 16 components. I need 2 of these. The components can be used. Nice. Can it? Yes, it can. Cool. We'll do that. We got those. We need to make crystal matrix ingot. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, which needs these, which needs 16 of these. And I'm clicking these, and I think I might have already done this. Let's see. Okay. And we need 4 of these. Yes. Okay, good. I brought the nether stars over, and we have the crystal matrix ingots. So yeah, like, let's make that one too. Will be the middle item, and then all we need to do is the wyvern cores and the resonant cell frames, which I already have mapped out for future episodes. Airlock, and then let's do this one manually. So the double compress goes in the middle, and then don't think it matters. Let's try a straight line. This guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and then 2. Up, and the extract needs to be blacklisted. Did you go in here, or did you go back into the system? Probably. Double compressed. Yeah. Back into the system. Let's blacklist you real quick so you don't vanish. And it is the extract needs to be blacklisted for this. And boom. And yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be in a perfect circle the way the picture shows. Boom! There we go. And now that's back in the system. Let's go back to Skynet. And then what was it called? It was the extreme crafting table. Ooh. Extreme. To the extreme. Boom. Wyvern cores. Yeah. Wyvern cores and the resonant cell frames. This is going to be a combination craft. So we can make all of this stuff now. Pulsating mesh required the pulsating propolis, which we did last episode. And ender electron tube can be made in a thermionic fabricator, but I kind of want to make the advanced thermionic fabricator because all it needs is liquid glass. All of its recipes are liquid glass, and I could pump these all out in one machine instead of having a whole bunch of these flying around. And I believe this thing's also faster. I might do an episode with the advanced thermionic fabricator, and then this guy is the annoying one, cubic boron nitride pressurizer with hexagonal boron nitride, which requires crystallizer with boron nitride solution, which requires chemical reactor that's getting both ammonia and boric acid, so then it splits. The ammonia requires a chemical reactor with hydrogen and nitrogen. The nitrogen comes from a nitrogen collector, so that's the end of that, and hydrogen comes from an electrolyzer. So that's how you make the ammonia. Then the boric acid comes from another chemical reactor that's getting water, which comes from a sink that also needs diborane, which comes from another chemical reactor that's getting hydrogen, and molten boron. Molten boron comes from a melter with boron ore, and also the hydrogen, which I might be able to pipe in from the same electrolyzer. Maybe. We'll see. I would hate to cut a corner to get one less machine and then have everything either not work or work a lot slower. I would hate that. So I'm going to make all of those machines off camera, definitely, because it'll be a 30-minute episode of just me crafting these machines. I'll make all the machines and then I'll put it down so we can make the cubic boron nitride. This guy needs its own episode. The rest of the items I can make an advance, and then the resonant frame needs the signalum cell frames. That's why I started working them on autocraft in an advanced thermionic fabricator. So this guy needs to go into the advanced thermionic fabricator, and this guy needs to go into an advanced thermionic fabricator. So future episodes going to be me making the advanced thermionic fabricator, maybe this item, the ender electron tubes, and the resonant cell frames. And then another episode is going to be me making just the cubic boron nitride. And then another episode will probably be me combination crafting the resonant cell frames. And this one is going to be quick because we just finished making the ludicrite. We can make the palladium. We have nether stars. We have draconic cores. Yeah, we have draconic cores. We have shulker shells. I can show you how I messed up on putting this putting a shulker in my mob duplicator. Ended up teleporting at least 40 shulkers in the entire inside of my base. They were littered on every wall, on every floor, and every hole, even though it was torched off. Every hole and every wall had a shulker in it. And they were all shooting those anti-gravity balls at me, which, oh man. But I ended up getting a lot of shulker shells out of it, so by the time I fought my way back to the mob duplicator to pull out the mob imprisonment device that had shulkers in it. But we finished the primal mana. We have all of these items. And we have the Carpenter now. So now, like that, I don't think I need to dedicate an entire episode to that. I'll just shove that in whenever I have time. Like maybe one of the other episodes I'll do. And also the Wyvern course. So on that, thank you so much for watching. I'm trying to get better at this. I hope this is enjoyable for y'all. I'm having a lot of fun playing the game, and I get a lot of personal enjoyment out of teaching, and the extra benefit of being able to play with friends is definitely a really good feeling. I love coming home from work and spending time with y'all. So thank you so much, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.